Hello, I'm Dan. Welcome to my stream, and I am very tilted. What the heck? Hang on. Fix that, jeez. There we go. That's better. Am I still tilted? No. Anyway, welcome to my stream. So, this is part 12 of my build and chat for the Deathscythe cosplay. Part 11, which I didn't mark on the video, is the reveal. So, use my brain to figure out what part this was. Take a look here. Okay. So, what am I doing tonight? I did make some tweaks and stuff with the suit after SAC Anime. It's been a couple weeks since then. I was trying to see if I can get away with not having elbow joints on the arms. Grab one here. You can just connected by an elbow joint here. It wasn't working out that well. It wasn't looking right to me. I did contact Uber's Cosplay, Ben, what he does to mount these to himself, because he doesn't use elbow or knee joints. And he did get back to me. He uses couch foam and pretty much use, because that's nice and soft, but it'll like compressed enough. It will provide enough pressure to wedge on to you. So that's one thing I can try. But I went ahead and, because it wasn't working, I went ahead and reconnected the arms. Now I did pull out the old elbow joints, which look like this. This is what I had on before, but I didn't really like the look of them. I tried like detailing them and stuff, so I remade them. They look like that. Box here, they have more detail. I did some dry brushing on it, you can see, and they look a lot better. They more closely resemble the knee joint detail as well, so happy with that. Now, in my process of trying to make these stay on me without an elbow joint, I still have a strap here on the top for the upper arm. I ended up making a strap for the lower arm as well, so you can see this panel here. This was not here before. It actually opens, and inside there's a strap, Velcro strap here as well. So I guess I can double strap my arms now. But I don't mind this. I did it in a way where it looks like added detail anyway. So, and plus it's the inside of the arms, who's really gonna see that. But still, took the time to make it look right. So in conclusion, the arms got new elbow joints out of the deal. I like these a lot better in terms of the look. So, and it's just craft foam, so that works. Military white. I use the soft foam in the biceps, forearms, and shins. Okay, and it works great. It wedges onto you all right. Does it have a tendency to like want to twist or turn on you? Because that's the main concern, or one of the main concerns with not having like elbows or knee joints. Because you know, you can be walking around, all of a sudden your thigh, for example, is turned 90 degrees on you. You're like, why is my knee movement limited now? But yeah, I decided to just put the elbow joints back on. And there's good reason to have the arms and legs connected by the middle joint, elbow or knee joint, because when you display it on a stand, you know, it's all together rather than trying to figure out, okay, how do I get the upper and lower arm to stay while I'm displaying it on the stand, you know, unless you have like an actual mannequin. I had a little bit of twisting on one of my biceps, but overall pretty good. Okay. So the couch or the upholstery foam or couch foam works. This isn't bad. I mean, this is what I got used to. Make sure to turn this. Yeah, funny thing is with these arms, I don't know if I mentioned it on one of my live streams, but it's been a year, at least a year since I made them to when I got the whole suit completed. They weren't fitting me because I was doing projects here and there and like ever since I made them, and my arms got bigger. I'm like, why is this fitting tight? So I had to like modify it. Like, when did I get buffer? This doesn't fit me anymore. Yeah, minor adjustments. I have a wedge inside here that has a rubber pad on it, actual rubber grip pad. So that helps keep the arm on me and also helps kick this out as well. As you can see, you can see how much room there is. There's an empty box in there. But it's not bad. I mean, not gonna be doing too crazy of poses. But yeah, like I said, the arms got new elbow joints. They look a lot better compared to the old ones. You can compare. This one's shiny. It actually wasn't this color. I had painted these um, when I took the arms out, when I took the arms apart after Sac Anime. But then I was like, you know what? Let me see how it'll work without elbow joints. So I ripped them off. You know, you paint a piece, and then minutes after, oh, I'll rip it off. Oh well, the process. So arms got new elbow joints. And the next thing I did, this is the chin off of the face. I cut it out. Like, oh no, what'd you do? Yeah, this chin is too dinky, and although it's a nice piece that I made, I didn't really like do it correctly. You know, I just attached it to the face. It looked good back then, and I guess it looked good for 2 years because that's how long it's been since I made the head. Finally decided, you know, this has to go. So there's the new chin. It's bigger, blockier. The edges are rounded, but that looks a lot better. And I cut the old chin out to kind of resemble the cavity that the chin is supposed to sit in. That's what I did not have with the old chin because I just tacked it onto the face. But let me light. That looks a lot better now. That's a much better chin. I don't know why I went this tiny with the chin. It looked good then, but you know, I was looking more at the figure. I did this last night, by the way. Yeah, a lot better now. And I'm sure I will be feeling this when I turn my head, you know, on the collar. I believe I do need to. Yeah, I need to add some more adhesive to it. I do not believe it got all of it. Let me do that real quick. Just to make sure nothing comes off. Come on. I'm gonna need a new one of those. Greg S. Love it. Thank you. I do too. I better love it. I spent long ass time making it. Give you a closer look at the face there. Focus. You can kind of see through the eyes a bit. Yeah, way better looking chin. Because this one was small and round. Looks like I'm just sticking my tongue out at you. Well, to be honest, all Gundams with red chins are sticking their tongue out at you. That's what it looks like. Giving the enemy the raspberry. Man, that looks a lot better. Blind you with that light too much. Ooh, look at that lighting. That looks cool. This whole side is just darkened. That's cool. Looking mean. So I found it kind of funny on Felicia's live stream, her second one, day 2 of Sack Anime, which was the only day that I brought the whole suit. Because she's talking to me all happy or whatever, and then I'm just staring at her with this on, looking so dead-faced and grim. While she's asking me questions. Yeah, the chin looks bright on camera still. I did go over all of it with a black, just to like tint it some with my airbrush. I mean, I can see it, but it's kind of stands out a bit. Let's see, how bright is this red on camera? That's still bright. It is faded and shaded, but anyone in the mood for McDonald's? That's what I see when I make this. When I look at that, I mean. Are you going to make the scythe? I already did. Well, actually, I already debuted the suit. You can search my channel and look for that Sack Anime video where I debuted it. I made parts that I'm calling just for now parts. I just needed to complete everything. So I had something that looked complete to bring to the con that I was crunching for to make everything. The scythe is a part. Here's the handle of it. This is just a aluminum painter's pole, adjustable. This is really light, by the way. And I made this piece here. Just slides on like that, and then the actual scythe part is right here. The beam is made of foam and painted for now. I do plan on making one that will light up. That'll be sometime in the future. But yeah, this is how it looks. Let's see the box emitter there. That was fun to make, actually. And what I have inside of this is a paint handle, since I'm using a painter's pole, so that way I could just screw it on. Oh yeah, I'm streaming. I'm streaming tonight because I'm still tweaking things with the suits. Amazing. Yes, thank you. And hopefully it'll get more amazing once I make a beam blade that lights up. That will be sometime later. So there's still some things I want to tweak on it. I need to um kind of undo something I did with the upper body. I tried to make it so it I tried to make it so the skirt armor rides a bit higher on me, but that was just pushing everything up, including the upper body, which was doing a number on my neck with the collar. And also because I had the shoulders and a backpack on it, it still was leaning it back. Even though I added heavy duty Velcro to the front, it was still leaning the whole thing back. So I have the upper body right here. Looks sick. So let's see. I have some. Trying to show you. I have some foam padding right here, which is supposed to rest on me, but since I moved everything up, this is what, 15, 16 millimeters. It wasn't even touching me, which made me know, oh, the body's floating too much on me. It should be more rested on me. So, I can strip this piece of foam off. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is try to try to undo some things I did with the upper body. Let me see it right now, actually. Just to get a baseline. So it would actually be like about like that to me, because I would feel it hitting my neck right there. And also because the weight of everything else was leaning it back. What I might do, for now, I do plan on adding electronics to this, and they will be stored in the upper body. I think I can do that. There's enough room. For now, I need to counterweight this. So I may need to put some weight up front, maybe in here somewhere. Trying to see if I have room for stuff. Yeah. Okay. What is this? Oh. It's been almost 2 years since I made this piece. So trying to refresh my memory on what I did, how I made it. Yeah, I could probably build some kind of platform in there, and then I can put something in there just to weigh it down, counterweight the back and everything. Because I say, like, the backpack and the shoulders are made out of floor mat foam, so they're not heavy, but all together, yeah. You know, weight is weight. So, yeah, and the electronics and battery and all that stuff. I was thinking of mounting it back here or inside because there's room. I'll do it up front because that will just make it all extremely back heavy if I do that. So there's room up front to store all the electronics and everything. So hopefully weighing the front down will help. That looks sick. So let me see what I can do in terms of surgery. Let me cut some padding off here. Okay. Hmm. Kind of hack that one off too much. Fine, I can replace it. I can cut it off neatly. Yeah, I might as well just cut them all off and then just put new ones. And it doesn't matter how it looks because it's all internal. More for function. Henry Pod, amazing job. Thank you. And welcome to my stream. And I apologize for not streaming as much lately since after Sec Anime. But classes started again, so I don't want to get distracted too much. Yeah, squeaky. The original padding I was using here was this floor mat foam, so I can just put some more. Oh, and I forgot to mention the new chin is made out of kneeling pad foam, so it's just completely solid. The old chin was made out of layers of floor mat foam, so still solid, but yeah, it's just kneeling pad foam that I cut that out of and just used my bandsaw, rounded the edges off, caked it with well, not caked, but coated it with some Alex Flex flexible spackle, sanded that down, brushed on a coat of contact cement, let that dry, and then painted it. Lots of steps for finishing, huh? Let me see how this feels. I got no padding now. I know there is an issue with the actual arm brackets here. I mean, shoulder brackets. They do touch my shoulders, and that gets uncomfortable. Because it's metal, and there's screws sticking out of it. I don't know if there's enough room for me to countersink them. So I would if I could. Those are kind of, well, I'll try one maybe. Let me see. Where's my jig? These are the same thread pitch. Yeah. I am experimenting. These are not good bits to use for countersinking. But let me see what that looks like. You see how long it's taking me to screw that in? Yes, fine threaded screws. Yeah. Ideal. I don't have any other drill bits in here either, I don't think. Do I? No. Thought I had drill bits over there. Bummer. Because these DeWalt drill bits kind of behave like a spade. I don't want to drill a hole. Maybe I can do that some other time with when I go grab the right proper bit for that. So I'll just put that back how it was. Cut some. Do I have any other better pieces of format foam? No, I said you're not going to see it, but I still want it to look good. Other foam scraps. Format foam. Okay, here's one. Now I don't have any room to cut anything. Move this sucker. How are you guys doing? What have you been up to? Whoever's still here. No, I'm probably just background noise for you guys. That's fine. I do that too. I do that with my own streams. Because I'm crafting and I need something in the background. Is that weird to do? Listen to my own streams again. Mainly just to see how it went. This blade is dull. Oh, roughly the same length. Okay. Terry White, I just got home from work. It's 11 p.m. here. We'll probably have to finish watching the stream tomorrow. Okay, no problem. Well, I do appreciate you tuning in. Always appreciate it. You don't have to. You know, who the hell am I? Right. Hello, Ace. How are you? I'm back at it. I see. Yes, I am doing some tweaks here and there. I've already done some tweaking, but decided, I'll stream something. But there won't be too many streams going on, because my class has started again, and my midterm's actually tomorrow. It's all online, but yeah. I mean, I'm still crafting here and there, but doing tweaks and changes to the suit. And I forgot to mention one other thing I did, and it's staring at me right in the face. So I mentioned that I tried making the arms work without an elbow joint. So all that ended up happening was me putting it back together with an elbow joint, a new elbow joint, which looks a lot better. The lower arm now has a strap inside, so more strappage onto my arm, I guess, for more security. Another thing I didn't mention this, I sectioned the width of the upper arm another 5 millimeters. And when I look at it now, it more closely resembles the figure's arm, because this was a good amount wider before. Now, when I'd made the upper arms initially in the video, when I made the arms, I sectioned 10 millimeters off of the width of this. So I ended up sectioning another 5, so 15 millimeters total, smaller, and it allowed me to shrink this detail piece here even more. And yeah, it resembles the figure's arm a lot more, because that part isn't supposed to be that big. This can also come down as well, but it's kind of a shapely complex piece, and going about modifying something like that is okay. I can kind of see how I can do it, but should I? It doesn't look bad, but yeah, I can. It's noticeable to me on camera because I knew how wide this was previous. You can look in the video and the pictures and see how much wider this actually is, or was, I should say. But yeah, that looks better to me, and it still fits me fine. I took off 5 millimeters more because I actually had a 5 millimeter piece of foam, I believe, on the inside here where the elbow joint connected. So I'm like, do I really need that? If I take it out, I can make it even a little more narrower. So that's what I did. That's how that looks like. And then new elbow joint. And since you're here, Ace, I made a new chin. You can see that looks so much better, bigger. I cut the old one out in a way to create the cavity for the chin, which it didn't have before. It just took me 2 freaking years to do it because that's how old the head is. It's actually let's see, almost 2 years and 2 months old. Well, I think it is 2 years and 2 months old now, this thing. So that's that. And right now I am working on tweaking the upper body, which I have here. Only 2 years. Yeah, I started, or I think the the head video came out in November 2020, I think. And then everything else was 2021. I'm trying to remember when Odin's Gundam videos came out, because he started building it in 2020. I think he finished it that year, I want to say. Well, maybe he did some of the weapons or whatever in the next year. I forget, but yeah. Building our Gundams. I think I'll just super glue these suckers. Yeah. It's fine to do. That's why when people ask me like how long it took, I say 7 to 8 months in the span of 2 years. Because I was trying to figure out how to say it, how to word it. So that's one way you can do. Odin's Gundam took long because that was back when he was putting out a video a week, and it wasn't always the Gundam. He had a lot of other props he was making. How long it took him? I think you can figure it out looking at when those videos came out. Yeah, I was in the shop yesterday with them. Because I was sitting off to the side with I brought my laptop there. I'm just sitting there doing nothing. So I got cold. Even though I was pretty bundled up, but when you're not moving or whatever, you can get cold just like that. Hello, butt nakedism. You're gonna make me say your name. Should be all make this, brother. I was born like this. Okay. So those got replaced. Let me see how that sits on me. Ow. Let's see. Okay, that's resting on me now. Smack that head on. So I want to see how the new chin feels. Well, if the body's lower, at least it'll still give me room. Okay. I just have to make sure the body is on me. I think weighing down the front will help, especially keeping it on me and keeping the collar away from my neck, because that was like one of the main issues. That's why, like in the video I make, you see me do like this weird adjustment move or whatever, like I'm hunching forward, whatever, because I'm trying to adjust the upper body to get the hell off my neck. Yeah, I was watching it again. Like I do that motion a lot, so. Okay, so that's that. For now, I need to figure out how to deal with the screws on here. For the shoulder brackets. I just don't have the right drill bits. There's something else. It is aluminum, so let me see. Try not to have to go run out and get something. Although if Yana was here, she'd say, "Go ahead, do it." Gotta make it more comfortable. My buddy in his Big Daddy outfit got super overheated. Yeah, Odin has that issue with his Mechagodzilla because it's more conformed to his body, like the shape of it. So there's not a lot of like space in between the suit and him, which is why he'll sweat in that thing. This thing, well, you want to make sure you regulate your core. This thing has a shit ton of room in it. There's room in front and behind me. I'm still gonna add fans to it though. But yeah. It's not like a fitted bodysuit, at least. You know, I'm wearing a box, a shaped box, so. Okay. What the hell can I do next? With the arms. The skirt armor. There's something about it that bothers me in terms of how it looks when it's all together. You probably don't even and won't even notice it. Um, it's too, should I say? It should be more forward, like the pieces, the cod piece, the front armor, the side armor should be shifted forward more. The rear armor should be, you know, everything should be moved forward, shifted forward a little bit more on it. Because that's actually what I see on the figure, and it'll actually help improve the look as well, especially from the side. I was thinking of how I can modify the belt piece that I made for it, but I might have to just keep that as is and just like shift the parts, shift it and space them to be more forward. Just so it'll look right, but that'll probably be another time. I don't know if it'll be another stream, you know. I'm just here doing whatever. I guess I can see if I can cut out a piece to serve as a platform to put some weight in the front. Because I want to weigh the front down. Counterbalance the backpack and the shoulders. I know the shoulders mounted aside, but they're still like towards the back. So, and it'll help get the collar off my freaking neck. Let's see. How does I do that? Let's see, where's the... Stick my head in here. Okay, can probably make a thing there of some sort. As you see my head turning this way and that way as I try to look for scrap foam pieces. No, not that. since that's gonna hold some weight, I can probably layer it. Make it thick, or should I just, yeah. Got some kneeling pad foam here. Or scrap of it. This is for making the foot. You can see it's a solid foam. And that's why the feet are lightweight. Let's see. This another piece, okay. Place this cross brace in here, or use it. Okay, I think I know. I think I knows. Let's see, how tall can this cut? I'm about to make a big fat mess because I'm gonna use my Japanese carpentry saw. Ace, put a USB powered fan in a front chest piece along with the battery for it. It'll add weight and possibly keep it from moving on you as much. Plus, it'll add cooling as well. Just a thought. I do plan on adding a electronic system that'll be powered off one battery. The battery will be mounted up front on the chest point, so I'm gonna try to put as much as I can in that area, just so it'll help add some weight to the front. You know what? This is exactly how I cut the feet out of the kneeling pad foam. This is exactly what I used to cut the feet out. These saws work so well on wood. Foam works just fine too. I mean, it will scar it up, but you can always sand it off. But for cutting it by hand, it's a rather clean cut. They cut this side. But yeah, that's exactly how I cut the feet out. But this doesn't matter because it's mounted inside the body. Make a bit of noise here because I'm gonna vacuum up all this crap here. And the reason why I have this saw is because of Adam Savage. He loves these saws. I was watching one of his videos where he was trying to make something, some kind of compartment thing or whatever, and he had to cut some wood, and he busted his out. And I was like, okay, let me see what he's talking about. So I got one. Get one. This is a Suizan Suyzan. I got this on Amazon, and they have replacement blades as well. Yeah, highly recommend these saws. They do wiggle and wobble, but they cut really nice. They cut on a pull, which is nice. So, you can have better control over that rather than a push saw where when you're pushing through your wood, it'll do that. So when you pull on it, it'll just remain straight. And you don't need to use a lot of force on it as well. Um, I mean, you still have to, but you'll have better control with this kind of saw. Just have to be careful with it because it's double bladed, so you can't really grab it by the blade. You can grab it up here, but you don't really want to do this. So I believe that was under 30 bucks. It's kind of high for a little handsaw, but I love it. Knowing me, I'd be missing a hand. Wasn't that hand bothering you anyway? Just cut it off. I can craft you another one out of foam. I really do hope you get better and recover from all of that. So, okay. Now I need to figure out what size to make this thing. True, that is very true. I should measure, shouldn't I? I should measure this D. Get it? Because Deathscythe is designated by D. Triple XG-01D. So, model number. So I can do 5 1/4. Or maybe 5. And then I guess I can measure the outside to figure out what the inside is. That comes down to 4. Yeah, working on a Gundam cosplay in the shed. I manage it somehow. I know it's not a lot of room in here. I myself am not uh, a big dude. Or I shouldn't say that. I'm not even what would be considered a normal size person. I don't know. Is that even centered? Maybe. Maybe it's good enough. It works though. It's cozy. Yeah, and at least I can warm up the place with a little heater, which is this thing. That does the job. pretty much cutting a wedge that I think will fit in there. Bandsaw set. Base got hot on me. I love having a bandsaw. Ace, I'd love to have a setup shed like that to work in. Yeah, it's nice. Um, I can have room. It's just that there's things that are stored in here that you normally would have in a shed. And I would have more table space, but I have my computer right here, so that does take up some room. I would just get away from anything and be doing something by myself, no interruptions. Yeah, crafting or whatever you're doing in solitude, you get in a zone of what you're doing. Kind of feels like a daydream as you're doing it. And then all of a sudden, you hear a knock on the door, brings you back to reality. Let's see. That goes deep in there. Do I want it right there? Oh, where can this fit? Just right there, huh? Okay. No, I can show you. Not really. Oh yeah. It is right here. Just a block in there. And then I can probably I'm not just weighing it down with kneeling pad foam, by the way. I'm creating a platform where I can put things on it to weigh it down. Actually, I can just, well, no, it needs to wedge under there. Alright, what the hell am I trying to do? What am I do? This there. I was thinking of just weighing it down with some heavy hardware, nuts, bolts, something. Just to counterweight it. I won't, but I can even weigh it down with one of these. Stick it in there. But I think this will be too much. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, okay. I might narrow it some. Cannot run that through the bandsaw. Let's see. Where? Oh. This is just me live trying to figure shit out. Has she been sharp on this blade? Well, I am now. Whew. Okay. I narrowed a bit. Yeah, when I got to Odin's shop Sunday, I had to help him clear out a bunch of stuff that was in his shop. Because, you know, they just put things here and there and everywhere after the con. So his shop was it was full of a lot of stuff and equipment and whatnot. Like where he and Felicia stands on top of his table as well. We had to clear all that out just to make it look good for a stream. So help them out with that. And then also because he hasn't had time to unpack from the con. Everything was still like packaged away outside of his shop, outside of his outside of the room where his shop is. Had to go out and look for things. Couldn't find super glue at all. I was wondering like if they used it up or whatever. But I was looking through all the Ryobi bins and stuff. They're pretty cool bins. They interlock together, like they stack together. And yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Ryobi goodies. I only have 2 Ryobi tools. One is what he calls the noisy cricket glue gun, the small portable battery charged one. That one's nice to have. And then the second one is the vacuum, which is also part of their One Plus system, so that's battery powered as well. Scares the dog because it's loud. I don't know if I should tilt it down just so when there's like whatever's in it will stay in there. actually have to plan this out because I do plan on putting the electronics in the upper body. So maybe I won't use this piece, but I'll keep it just in case. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out the center brace and I pull it out. Nice on-site repair stuff. That's what they were doing at Sec Anime. They were part of Cosplay Repair. Well, not part of it. They were the Cosplay Repair. Like if any part of your cosplay, your costume, or your props have issues that need to be fixed, you just go there and see what they have. They make sure to have everything. So I've had to use I had to use a few things from them, so just to make adjustments. Okay, so I took out the center brace, so now that's a big hollow cavity in there. You can see in there. I actually turn it upside down, huh? There. Big old hollow cavity in there. This is inside the front chest tip here. So yeah, I think I'll just design a piece. Probably layer some craft foam together that should be strong enough to hold it. Oh. Okay. Do I have some over there? Did I throw them away? Let's see here. I will use foam board. Not only foam board though. I'm gonna put stuff on it. Just something rigid and lightweight, at least. Cut out a piece here. See, if I do put that piece in there, then the cockpit is going to be locked in. And I don't want that to happen yet. I think I will not do a platform yet. That's something I can do when the time comes, when the time is needed for it. Trying to think of what hardware I have that I can just glue to it, you know, just to weigh it down. I don't have anything in here at the moment, fortunately. Probably use like old sockets that I have that I never use because the size. Now, what am I going to use a size 16? And that's hardened steel, so it's got some mass to it. And I can just tape it down in there somehow. Just to weigh it down. But ugh. Yeah, so didn't do too much today or tonight. It's fine. Haven't streamed in a bit, so I forgot how to prepare for it. Whatever, just me. Yeah, I'm really happy with the new chin on this. I was saying it looks like very bright red on camera. I did shade it with my airbrush with black, but I doubt this will be under this kind of intensity of light when I'm at a con or whatever. So probably won't be that bright. Because at SAC Anime, the pictures I saw of the backpack look it looks dark. I do plan on lightening it up a bit, the color, but it's kind of dark. I kind of want it to be seen more against the body. And also, there is a chance that I could make the eyes light up. The only issue is this face is rather small. Because I was looking at how well, his Instagram is red.entry. He was the Optimus Prime that was with us. The way he did his eyes and the eye cavity, or like the black part here, he used like a black plastic mesh that had like a grid, so it's breathable and you can see through it. And then he just tacked on little eyepieces for Optimus Prime's eyes that light up. His eyes are actually below it, below those eyes. And it's a pretty big eye cavity, so he has a good amount of vision to look everywhere. Those little eyes don't really impede his vision. I was thinking of how I can probably do something like that with this. I would probably, the eyes would shrink in size a bit, but I'll still make it look right. I won't make them tiny, but yeah, pretty much replace the black part here with some kind of mesh, black mesh, preferably plastic. Then I can just tack the eyes onto that, which will light up and hopefully not be too bothersome to me, and hopefully will be enough for me to see through. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky because the position of the eyes are exactly where my eyes are. Like, yeah, trying to see if I tilt the head up, which brings the face higher. I don't know. I don't know if it would work. it's a really cool, simple idea. I'm definitely gonna try to utilize that in future builds, but I don't know if it would work for this one. Mainly because it's pretty small area. I don't want to use lenses. I did before, and all I do is fog them up because there's nowhere for that heat to go. So, hey, little progress is better than none at all. Yeah, I agree. But negativism, well, it is Monday. I'm not that much of a Garfield, but yeah. I'd be too afraid of blinding myself, or maybe just make it where it flashes with a button press or something. Yeah, the cameras, well, they're cameras for the Gundam, but there's LEDs in here and in the back. They blink, and I want to tie them to a sound effect. So they'll blink and they'll be on for the duration of that sound effect. So they won't be on all the time. But that's my plan for those. But for pics, having it on all the time, that's like the only reason you would have it on all the time. But yeah, I'm not sure if I could get that to work for me, the way Red Entry did his eyes. On this anyway. Let me see. Trying to see how this looks like, how the face looks like when it's mounted a bit lower. Looks weird. Look at the flexible LED cosplay lights. I use them on my Iron Man faceplate. They are solid lenses, so they could fog up. I did get a set of the flexible, what you're talking about. Um, it has an LED on one side and it lights the whole thing up. I got green, obviously, but can't see through it when it's on. Because you got, well, I have bright green light right on my eyes. It looks cool. It's a cool idea, but yeah, I remember I put on, um, I put Joe's helmet on his Gundam with the lights on, and all I saw was yellow light. I don't know how Joe sees out of that, but apparently he does. I don't know if I wore it wrong or something, but yeah. Um, I do like my idea though for the eyes. 3D printed pieces, the detail on them are holes, and that's what I look through, and it also provides ventilation. So, but yeah, I like the chin. Chin looks way better. How it should be after 2 freaking years. Oh, I'm gonna change it. It has bothered me, but ADHD. We all have it to some degree, so yeah. That facial expression, all I saw was yellow. Mine adjusts to lower settings, but that's probably be regulated by my Crashworks control board. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one I got is just on and off. So, yeah. Let's see what time this is. Okay. I think this is my very first stream without my mod. Without Ionalith. She's only um mod that I've assigned to my live streams, because she likes to send links here and there. So you can do that as a mod. But it's all good. Don't expect it all the time. Yeah, Odin did mention that he's gonna be, or they're gonna be reworking the shop, putting in a loft, clearing some things, and I did offer to help. So you might see me on the live feed, not live stream, but he planned on putting a live feed camera just to see in real time us messing around in the shop and attempting to build whatever. So yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know when. I mean, he's mentioned February might happen, but we'll see. Um, at least I have experience doing that kind of stuff. Um, working with wood, drywall, um, all that, and power tools and stuff. That's what I was doing before all of this crafting. Like, you know what? I cut a hole in my wall in the hallway, which looks really nice. Opened up the hallway because it was always dark. I redid our fireplace. I redid our master bathroom. Even put like a whole new shower unit in as well. I think I can make a Gundam. I mean, of course I can, but yeah. I tend to be opposite with things, like especially with for example, with driving or whatever, because I used to drive stick, and just learned on my own, both up and down shifting, and how to corner in it, heel and toe down shifting, whatever, all that stuff. Doing it for real, just to see how good I can play a certain game. It's a game, come on. Yeah, that's what I mean by opposite. I built a house. I think I can build a Gundam suit out of foam. Yeah. So this will not be. Sorry. Yonlith will be sad she missed. Good to hang out with you again. I gotta get ready to run out the door for work. See you next time. Can't talk. See you next time, Dan. Well, thank you, Ace, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. See you next time as well. Go have fun at work. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this will not be the only big suit cosplay that I'll be doing. It will be for now because the Deathscythe is still young. It's only been to one con, baby's first con, baby being the suit. So plan to continue to have fun with it, put some miles on it, some wear and tear. But it won't be the last one that I do. I already know, or I have an idea of what my next one will be already. So I'm just letting all the ideas and methods or whatever in terms of how to go about it just stew in my mind right now. Develop. I'm letting it develop in my head of how I'm gonna go about it. So I already gave you a hint. It's a big suit cosplay. Your second hint and your last one, it's not a Gundam. It's not gonna be a Gundam. So that's what I leave you with. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for this one. There's still some things I'll be doing, especially with what I was working on. I just don't have the stuff here with me, but things are getting done. Will be getting done. Um, finish up the tweaks. I do want to make a stand for this to display it. I looked at how Odin made the one for his Gundam, so I have everything I need for that. I just need to get on it and start getting things made in terms of the parts that I want instead of the just for now parts. You know, a scythe blade, scythe beam that glows, the shield with the blades opening and closing, lights, sound, all that stuff. So yeah, it'll eventually come to fruition, eventually happen. Um, I know Odin and Joe aren't 100% done with the Gundam. I'm sure they want to add more things to that. I believe that suit is uh 2.5 years old now. So yeah, and his Mechagodzilla too. He he's not done with that. You know, just like what I did. They got it completed, the parts they needed to bring to a con and present it. You know, so more stuff. But negativism, cool deal. Right on, brother. Cool to see you live. Well, thank you for hopping on. This is the first stream you've hopped on live, I believe. I don't know if you've watched while logged off or whatever it's called, guest. I don't know, but they've all been public anyway. But let's see, it's almost 8 o'clock here, which means it's almost 9 o'clock for you. So, all right, thank you for tuning in. Um, streams won't happen all the time. Going, I'll say going back to school, but my classes started again. My electrician courses, it's all online. Midterms tomorrow. um, but yeah, they won't happen a lot. But work will continue on this thing, on this Gundam. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you whenever I decide to stream again or make a video or whatever I do. Let's see. Where'd my stop button go? I forgot how to computer. That's what I say when people people mess up on the road or whatever. Like, oh, they forgot how to car. Oh, there it is.